So for those of you who are more content consumers and not content creators, you guys might not actually know this, but YouTube sent out an email last night to a lot of its content creators who are now going to be demonetized. Less than a year ago, the monetization threshold to get into the YouTube Partner Program was 10,000 views on your channel. Now, we were partnered before that came out, and then they took our partnership away until we met 10,000. I think we were at like 8,500 at the time. So getting to 10,000 from 8,500 wasn't that bad. We were demonetized for a little bit. Then once we passed that, we're like, cool. We get to be YouTube partners, get to be able to see some milestones of what YouTube sets out. But now, the new requirement is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year. To put that into perspective for this channel specifically, right now we have 126,000 minutes of watch time, 87 days and 16 hours of continuous watch time, just over half of what we would need in the last year in order to make monetization standards. We're at 201 subscribers. We need 799 more in order to meet that bare minimum. So when I got this email last night, I was understandably pissed off. I sat there and thought about what it meant for the channel, and in reality, not that much is going to be changing for us personally. But I don't think this is the way YouTube needs to be going about this. Now some of you might be thinking to yourself, hey, 10 more minutes. You guys weren't making money anyway. The fuck's the big deal? The big deal is that slowly, over time, while we were creating content for everybody, we got to see that number rising. We got to see a progress chart, essentially, to when we would maybe get our first $100 paycheck from YouTube. Now that we've gone through all their hoops and they did their 10,000 views and that line was set in stone, we were able to fucking move it along and get up to that and start seeing some progress. It's changed again. And for content creators like us who put a lot of time and effort into editing and trying to be funny and making some quality content and active content for everybody, it's a little depressing to see it constantly being changed and just kept out of reach for us. Obviously, it's not about the money. And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, let the passion drive you. If it's not for the money, let it be for the passion. Passion's fine. Passion's great. I have a lot of fun, and I know Sam and Mike do too, doing what we do, playing video games and entertaining you guys. But without some kind of milestone or something out there that we can strive for, that little carrot in front of us that we keep running to, if it's gonna always be on the stick and hanging in front of us and we're never gonna be able to reach it, that kind of draws some of the fun out of it. In essence, even though we're doing this for fun, it's nice to see that we're growing and creating content that people like. But when YouTube ends up moving the line every single time we get closer and closer to it and start seeing some progress on the YouTube side of things, it feels like our voice is not being heard as small content creators. And that's a damn shame. So I'm saying to myself, what is this video going to be about other than just a rant? I want this to be a video that we get some kind of positivity out of it. A lot of my fellow content creators are really good about kind of bringing the small YouTube creator families together and showing support, because we're not getting that from YouTube. When we first started, it felt kind of like we were just a single fish in the sea, alone out there with nobody else by us, only competition all around, and it felt a little overwhelming, but we kept pushing on, and eventually the amazing people behind the Bombardiers went ahead and made a video about us, and we were fucking floored when that happened. I was texting Mike, I was texting Sam in the middle, and I was like, oh my god, you guys, somebody else noticed us. Look at this. Like, it's not just a nameless face in the YouTube crowd anymore. Now somebody is actually going out and showing that they appreciate us and enjoy our content. Andrew with the Bombardiers really made us actually feel like we had an impact. And not long after that, we were introduced to other channels like Molaner and Limited Night and Persephonics and Potentially Perfect. Well, as they're known now, Potentially Perfect. But it was starting to feel like we were coming together as a family almost of small content creators who kind of helped each other out and supported each other, showed each other that what we were doing wasn't being lost in the vast sea of YouTube. Now that family's kind of grown to include a ton of other people that are both here and on Twitter. Now, You might be thinking to yourself, I'm not a content creator, how do I show support to you guys? I make comments, I post likes, I do things like that. Awesome. That is fucking astounding to us. We love commenting to every single person. If you're watching our videos, the watch time is great. That helps us out a ton. But we don't get to see you guys. So I have a little request for everyone who is watching this. If you are subscribed, thank you. If you aren't subscribed, please consider that. If you see a video you like, toss a like on it. If you don't like something, toss a dislike. And if you do, put up in the comments why you don't like it, or why you do like it. YouTube algorithm aside, it absolutely helps us create better content for the channel, for you guys, and for ourselves. Not to mention the motivating factor to see that people are actually engaging and enjoying what we do. One of my favorite things for the channel is somebody coming in and commenting on a video and another person engaging with them and talking with them, and I get to see a whole conversation without us even involved go through and interact and evolve as people swap tips and experiences with the game. And that's really actually something special as a content creator. It's a fine line for self-promotion and putting yourself out there. It's this weird feeling of like, I feel kind of slimy trying to advertise our own channel, and there's this weird bit of like, are we good enough? I don't know. Terminally Nerdy on Twitter posted up a blog that I think pretty much brought the point to home for me. It says, here's the secret. If no one ever tells others about how great something is, how is anyone going to find out? That leaves the creator to try and promote themselves, and now we hit the second issue. People hate self-promotion. I said it myself earlier. That's why at this point for small creators, we rely on you guys, the viewers, to put those likes and shares and subscribes out there so we actually can look like we have a foothold out there. No one's going to go to someone with 20 fucking subscribers, 200 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers and look for something that's groundbreaking or new. Unless it's trending or somebody's out there sharing it, it's not going to be found in the giant, vast fucking sea out there. Terminally Nerdy goes on to say again that fans are a resource, and he doesn't like calling them that, but it is true. You guys are a resource to us in a way to where it shows that what we are doing has value. You guys are valuable to us. Not a currency to be spent, but something to look at and see grow as a savings almost. Terminally Nerdy goes on to say, fans are what keep creators going. Fans consume your content. Why do I write if no one reads it? Why should I make a 30-minute YouTube review that takes me 8 hours to put together if no one watches it? Where's my motivation? To just create? To shout into the soundless empty void and hope things catch on? This is why people eventually stop. And I think he's absolutely right there. It's one thing to be passionate about what you do and to create, but when it feels like all of your effort goes into the nothingness out there that can be YouTube at times, it's really depressing and really makes you feel like your effort is not valued and that it should be put elsewhere. For most of us, all we have is you guys, our fans. Tell the world why you like us. Share what brought you to us, and that's the only way to keep us going. Kind of a bleak outlook for some of the people that you think do this just for fun and just their passion, right? This channel isn't going anywhere. It's gonna stay here, and we're gonna keep doing Let's Plays and keep doing what we do, but definitely now it seems like we have to be even more focused in order to achieve what was once attainable. So, again, Sleazy, I ask you guys, like, share, subscribe, respond to comments, anything you can do. Hell, we've received fan art, and that alone sustained us for a long time. It's something as simple as that keeps creators enthusiastic to create and continue on. If there is a content creator out there that you appreciate and don't want to see disappear because of the lack of engagement, go out there and support them. Tell them that you appreciate what they do. Share the things that you enjoy with your friends so that the people who make them can see that all the effort that they put into the product that you enjoy doesn't just disappear into the nothingness.